punch in the face. Probably the same reason I want that right now. Jordan!
On behalf of the Board of Education, Superintendent Craig Hutchison, administration, staff, and the entire Kittatinny community, I would like to welcome all of you to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2018. As we begin our ceremony tonight, I would like to thank the entire custodial staff, our maintenance and grounds staff, and the secretarial staff for all of their hard work in preparing for this evening. Thank you. I would also like to extend our gratitude to the Hampton Township, Stillwater, and Frieden EMS and Fire Squads for assisting in our event tonight. To our guests this evening, before you sit 164 high school seniors from 6 different towns that cover over 140 square miles of northwestern New Jersey. They come from different backgrounds, ethnicities, and interests. Most of the students before you arrived on this very campus 6 years ago, wide-eyed and somewhat nervous about adapting to a new environment. Looking back now, I'm sure most of those worries seem childish and trivial. Undoubtedly, all of our graduates face different challenges throughout their Cougar careers. It is never easy to have to respond to challenges, but that is how we grow. Challenges are a good way to conduct a self-assessment. As anyone who has ever coached a sport knows, you learn a lot more about your team in defeat than you do in victory. Our job as educators is to push the limits. We push the limits of our students so they can grow and realize their potential. Some of the challenges these seniors faced were day-to-day logistical issues. Others were orchestrated tasks designed to have students step out of their comfort zone and grow. The graduates before you accepted these challenges and developed into well-rounded individuals. Soon they will scatter to some of the most prestigious colleges around the country, including Princeton, Villanova, Bucknell, just to name a few. And now, a new set of challenges lies before them. To the class of 2018, I wish I could tell you that as you grow older, you will encounter fewer challenges, questions, and worries. The truth of the matter is that you'll actually get hit with more. However, remember, each day that passes allows you to gain more experience to draw from. Don't run away from challenges, embrace them as growth opportunities. Have the confidence in yourselves that you can take on any challenge, no matter how great it seems. When you look back on your high school careers, I have no doubt that you will remember the games, pep rallies, field trips, and senior picnic. However, those fond memories are not what has prepared you for taking life head-on. It's the tests in algebra, the study sessions in the media center, the early morning practices in the gym, and the late night rehearsals in the auditorium. Those are what have prepared you. The foundation is set. Now it's up for you, and only you, to live the biggest life you can. As your journey takes you away from Kittatinny tonight, I ask you that you never back away from any challenge, no matter how daunting it may seem. Be accountable for your actions and decisions. Never be afraid to admit a mistake. There is something special about a person who can stand up and admit that they are human. Have confidence in yourselves. Embrace who you are. Trust your instincts. Always remember that your time here at Kittatinny has laid the groundwork for future success for each and every one of you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the Kittatinny Regional High School Class of 2018.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2018. It is a bittersweet feeling for most of us up here tonight. We are glad that our time here at Kittatinny is coming to an end, but are fearful about what lies ahead in our futures. However, 6 years ago, we entered the halls of Kittatinny with this same mindset, full of feelings of excitement and apprehensiveness. Back then, we were unable to open our lockers and were basically running to our classes to make sure we arrived on time. Well, at least me and McKenna Conklin and I are running together. Quickly, the nerves went away, and the days of Mr. Heller jumping on top of our desks in science class and Mrs. George's having us compete against each other in the mock Hunger Games became normalcy here. And before we knew it, we were freshmen in high school, worrying again about whether we would make the varsity team, get a role in the school play, or succeed in new classes. Now look at us. We have had some of the best times within the halls of this building, from game-winning shots and overtime victories to standing ovations and sold-out shows. We have seen so much success over these 4 years, yet we wasted some of this precious time worrying about what was yet to come for us. So this fear that we currently have of wondering how the next years of our lives will play out after leaving Kittatinny is only temporary. Yes, we may have to leave behind the glory days of high school, but once in the real world, we will soon realize that the best is yet to come. As a class, we have faced many challenges that have come our way. Yes, we faced academic obstacles like taking finals for the first time and Miss Simpson's quizzes, but we survived much more. Some highlights included getting through the swimming unit and gym, writing 25 timed essays for Miss Hotelling before the AP English test, the after-prom weekend in Seaside, and even Kaylee Van Wingerden passing out and peeing her pants after the blood drive last year. Don't worry, I got personal approval for that one. As we say goodbye to the place that holds these countless memories, we cannot forget about the ones that have gotten us to this point. On behalf of the class of 2018, I would like to thank all the parents, grandparents, siblings, faculty, coaches, and everyone else who supported us along the way for their part in our success and journey. You have been there to guide us through times of failure and are here today with us to celebrate one of our greatest successes to date. We are all seated here today because of your commitment to us over the past 6 years. While some of us are heading off to college or directly into the workplace, others are devoting their lives to this country and joining the military. I'd like to end my speech by recognizing two of our classmates, Chris and Paul Laterio, who are not with us tonight because they are down in Parris Island for Marines basic training. Chris and Paul wish they could be up here on stage tonight, but want everyone to know that they are thinking of them and they wish the best of luck to everyone in their future endeavors. So, class of 2018, congratulations. The past 6 years have molded us into a well-rounded, dedicated group destined to accomplish great things. Seize the opportunities that come your way and never forget to appreciate the small things in life. The possibilities are endless, and I look forward to hearing about all the amazing things we will accomplish in our futures. Thank you.
This is the moment, this is the day, this is the moment when I know I'm on my way. Is coming into play. It's here and now today. This is the moment. This is the moment. This is the time. When the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment. This momentous moment.
My name is Thomas Hans, the president of the class of 2018.
Good evening. My name is Julia Alnawal, the vice president of the class of 2018. It's normally the job of the class president to talk about our class and to present our class gift.
But since Julia and I have worked together on so many projects for the past 60 years, it's only right that we work together again tonight. In fact, we work together so much
that we can finish each other's sentences. We've shared marching band, jazz band, wind symphony,
Math League, Science League,
National Honor Society, Tri-M Music Honor Society,
boys tennis.
No, I think that one was just you. But we do have a lot of shared memories. Thomas, you and I are going to play a little word association game. I'll give you a word, and you give me the class of 2018 memory that first pops into your mind. For instance, when I say fall, you think
Week of Lights.
When I say winter,
Ball.
Spring,
Snow.
Midsummer,
Night's Dream.
girls soccer,
Champions.
girls tennis,
Champions.
wrestling,
League champs.
cheerleading,
HWS champions.
girls basketball,
Champions.
softball,
Champions.
baseball,
Champions.
boys tennis,
Definitely champions.
teen,
Arts Festival
school.
of Rock.
See, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, I have another game. I'm going to describe a vivid memory from the class of 2018 and see if you can correctly identify it and identify the event that gave me the memory. For instance, in my mind's eye, I see a circus tent.
That would be the marching band show.
Right, now I smell hamburgers and hot dogs.
That would be the senior class picnic.
I hear haunting chimes.
That would be the school shooting memorial.
I see stacking robots and high heels.
That would be the TSA competition.
I hear the Cotton Eye Joe.
That would be the Life Skills Greatest Hit show.
I hear the cheers of an enthusiastic crowd.
Well, that could be either Chiana singing at the All-Eastern U.S. Choral Concert or Kelly scoring her 1,000th point in basketball.
I feel soggy cardboard.
That would definitely be the Physics Cardboard Boat Regatta.
I hear theme music from The Incredibles.
That would be the Jazz in the Lot concert.
I see Mr. Carnegie and Ms. M breaking it down.
That would be the senior prom.
I am imagining Kate stalking a barista.
That would be the Fire concert.
Okay, here's a vivid memory. I see Lexi dragging Richard across the gym floor while kicking a soccer ball.
Wow, that would be our pep rally back in 8th grade.
Finally, I see a huge cougar carved out of wood guarding the entrance to our stadium.
That would be the new monument to which we contributed our senior class gift.
You're right. Members of the administration and Board of Education, it is our pleasure to donate our senior class gift to the Cougar Monument.
Each time we return to campus for games and concerts, our classmates can remember the good times and great education that Kittatinny provided us.
Thank you, class of 2018, for 4 years of high school fundraising and a lifetime of high school memories. After all, Julia, even though you are going to be a wildcat,
And you're going to be a tiger.
we're all cougars at heart. On behalf of the class of 2018, we would like to thank Mrs. Paparella and Mrs. Licata, our class advisors, for making so many happy memories for us. Good evening. Since I first learned to talk as a child, I have struggled to find my voice. With an extremely loquacious older brother, Nathaniel, it was often easier for me to remain silent and have him speak for me. As toddlers, we spent most of our waking hours side by side at the child-height train table in our living room, playing with our Thomas the Tank Engine trains, walking our magnetically linked train cars through miles of adventures. Nathaniel, an accomplished scholar of Thomas the Tank Engine stories and etiquette, arranged his trains deliberately with engines and cars suiting particular storylines and historical eras. I was more interested in the cheerful faces and colors and liked combining different shapes. If we played long enough, and we often did, Nathaniel would get frustrated with my illogical trains and would correct me. I listened, but would continue to play my own way in silence. When Nathaniel's impassioned corrections exceeded my capacity to listen, rather than speak up, I simply picked up one of the smiling-faced wooden engines and clocked him on the head with it. Predictably, both of us would end up crying, one in pain, and one in fear and in trouble. It was clear that I needed to find my voice. In my 6th grade English class at Frieden, Mrs. Harper instructed our class to read biographies of famous people and dress up like them to give a presentation to the class. Kate Nuzatek chose author J.K. Rowling, Chris Laturio chose John F. Kennedy, Dominique Caruso chose Doris Duke, John News chose Sandy Koufax. I chose George Whitefield, an 18th century celebrity preacher known for his booming voice. I practiced my George Whitefield voice for my class presentation, and when the big day came, Kate wore a wizarding hat, Chris wore a suit and tie, Dominique wore an evening gown, and John wore a Dodgers uniform. I wore a long black clerical robe with a white wig, gesticulating inspirationally and speaking in a booming voice. I was just learning to find my voice. Now, in our senior year of high school, my classmates and I seem to be finding our voices. After the mass school shooting in Parkland, Florida this winter, high schoolers across the country organized politically. Here at Kittatinny, Sarah Calderon, Julia Alnawal, and Danny Shackleton helped organize a respectful and thought-provoking student-run memorial for victims of school shootings. I hope that this is the first of many events that our generation will organize in order to promote thoughtful and respectful discussions. To be blunt, it is pretty difficult for young adults in our generation to find respectful voices outside of school. We hear our political leaders fostering division rather than seeking common ground. According to the Washington Post Fact Checker blog, we hear our president either misleading or lying to the American public 6.5 times every day on average. Incivility and untruths have had a powerful effect on me and on my generation as we seek to find our voices. I frankly cannot understand why the adult world we are about to join puts up with such a disrespectful and dishonest level of dialogue. We need to find more truthful and more loving voices. From the Bible, the Apostle Paul offers good advice for finding the right voice. Paul wrote, "I may be able to speak the languages of human beings and even of angels, but if I have no love, my speech is no more than a noisy gong or a clanging bell." I hear Paul saying that in order to find my voice, I must first have love. Unless rooted in love, my contributions, my actions, my relationships, my voice amount to nothing. And I am called to share my loving voice. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus asks, "And if you speak only to your friends, have you done anything out of the ordinary?" Jesus asks, "Why should God reward you if you love only the people who love you?" We must be able to use respectful, loving voices, even with those with whom we disagree. In a world filled with noisy gongs and clanging bells, it is our challenge to develop and share respectful, loving voices, even with those with whom we disagree. Parents and families, you have surrounded us with love. Teachers, you have served as role models for using respectful voices. Mrs. Paparella and Mrs. Licata, our class advisors, you have worked so hard to give us memories that we will talk about for years to come. This entire community has provided us with an excellent public education. You all have helped us find our voices. And so, with my voice as a representative for all our voices, I say, with love and respect, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, Mr. Hutchison could not be here with us tonight, but he left some words for the class of 2018. Good evening. Welcome to the commencement exercises for this class of 2018. I apologize immensely for not being able to take part in this graduation ceremony, as I am currently in a meeting for our school's Impact Aid funding in Oklahoma City. This is the first and hopefully last time a conflict such as this will arise. It is an honor to welcome the members of our Board of Education and staff, and of course, our family and friends to this evening of celebration recognizing these graduating seniors. I would like to thank our valedictorian, Thomas Hans, and salutatorian, Kelly Insalaco, for their inspiring words of encouragement to the graduating seniors. Thank you to the class of 2018 for the donation of $1,650 to our new cougar carving, which resides on the outskirts of our field. This was a big fundraising project, and your class helped make Mr. Black's dreams come true. Well, here we are again, graduation night. Thank you to Mr. Bosworth for reading my speech. Tonight I would like to talk about the word commitment. A commitment is the reason I am not present this evening, as 2 years ago I committed to becoming the president of the Federal Lands Impacted School Association, which is a national organization that assists schools to make sure that the ever-important federal funding continues to be available to approximately 240 schools across our nation. These schools have massive tracts of federally owned land with no tax base, and in our case, it is over 18,000 acres of pristine Sussex County land on the Delaware River. Today is my first presiding meeting, and this was a commitment that was not easy to fulfill, but I felt it was important that I satisfy a commitment I made over 2 years ago. I would like to thank Mother Nature for really messing up our school year and conflicting with these commitments. I've been assured by her that next year we will have no need to close at all. He's purely dreaming there, we know that. Commitment, the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause, activity, or an engagement, or obligation that restricts freedom of actions. You will have the opportunity to make many commitments over the next few years of your lives, and that is something that will eventually be a character measurement of who you are and how much people can rely on you. There are commitments to family and friends, to academics or athletics, to work, yes, I know, work, commitments to colleges or the armed services. All through your life you will be asked to make a commitment in some way. For most of these commitments, it is up to you as individuals to satisfy what you have said you will do. Except maybe some of the men and women who have committed to the armed services, they get a little push from time to time. But in most cases, it is your responsibility to come through and make it happen. I ask that as you leave Kittatinny as accomplished and successful adults, do not take commitment lightly, and make sure you do all you can to come through for those people who have, are, and will continue to need your help, dedication, and efforts. Your ability to satisfy your commitments will be something that leads to a successful and prosperous life. Or, the lack thereof, can lead to people saying that you are not a person to be counted on. That is not who you are. You've committed in many ways to KRHS, and we want you to continue this path of success. We are expecting many future accolades for the class of 2018. Seniors, this is your day. But remember, this is a day that you are being honored by your friends and family. Those are the people who have supported you through the tough times and celebrated with you during the good times. Just keep in mind that this accomplishment, this graduation ceremony, is as special to them as it is to you. As you go through the next few weeks, make sure to take the time to thank those people who have committed to you and your future. I'll leave you with 2 quotes about commitment. An individual commitment to a group effort, this is what makes a team work, a company work, a society work, a civilization work. That was from legendary football coach Vince Lombardi. And lastly, Abraham Lincoln said, "Commitment is what transforms a promise into reality." Commitment is the stuff character is made of, the power to change the face of things. It is the daily triumph of integrity over skepticism. Seniors, you are an exceptional group. Be very proud of what you've accomplished. Know you will always be part of the Kittatinny family. Know that we are excited for you and proud of you. Board of Education President Cooper, it is indeed a pleasure that I am able to, on Monday, certify to you and to the other Board of Education members that these young women and men have completed all course requirements for a Kittatinny Regional High School diploma and therefore are due such diploma with all rights, privileges, and honors. Congratulations and thank you so much to the class of 2018.
Good evening. It is an honor to be here today speaking on behalf of the Kittatinny Regional Board of Education to celebrate the achievements of the Kittatinny Regional High School class of 2018. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of the people who have been a positive influence in the lives of these graduates. Today we share in the memories we share the pride of our families and friends and the deep satisfaction of the entire school district staff when recognizing you, accomplished young adults ready for their next life experience. With your Kittatinny school experience at an end, we look forward with confidence to your future endeavors. We wish you all the best that life can offer. Congratulations to the class of 2018.
At this time, we will call the roll of our seniors. I kindly ask that you hold all applause until all the names have been called. Thomas Abraham Hans. Kelly Marie Insulaco. Jonathan Lowell News. Julia Jin Alnawal. Brendan Jacob Cohen. Kyla F. Ogar. Richard Ernest Sarney. Megan Emily Kemeny. Anthony Rocco Canone. Casey Ann Cantino. Vincent James Grosso. Melissa Ann Cleve. Connor Samuel Mitnick. Gabriella Elizer. Michael Thomas Callahan III. Anna Catherine Casaro. Brian Christopher Hewitt. Casey Dakota Van Gordon. Andrew Daniel Kovac. Noelle Rose Trimper. Joseph Hunter Lobb. Jessica Lynn Taylor. Sean Charles Mahidi. Jasmine Marie Smith. Harry Charles Mayo. Audrey Elizabeth Rodriguez. Derek Matthew Michaelman. Dana Constantina Crowley. James Solomon Ogle. Jillian Christine Aker. Sasha Stolyarov. Corinne Wezian. Timothy C. Strawway, Jr. Caitlin Ann Ward. Timothy J. Ty III. Ashley M. Teets. Paul Joseph Tighe, Jr. Nicole Elizabeth Tazap. Corey Richard Vo. Emily B. Schindler. Jack Sylvester Adebato. Francesca Anna Parati. Calvin C. Brook. McKenna Suzanne Conklin. Andrew Opitz. Ashton Faith Strawway. Ryan Edward Ram. Nicole B. Arancibia. William Francis Morrison. Jordan Elena Brownlee. Bryce Nathaniel McGinnis. Sarah Calderon. Kayla Alexis Gelly. Derek Andrew Kays. Marissa Faith Kepnis. Joshua Peter Heiler. Elizabeth Marjorie Lindo. Jason Michael Hatzelis. Phoebe Hope Roy Livingston. Gabriel Luis Delator Garcia. Taylor Jade Lovely. Tyler Shane Flynn. Hannah Marie Manning. Daniel Christopher Doherty. Kaylee Ann Mulroy. Anthony Calvin Griegel. Caitlin Cortez Nuzatek. Corey James Calvani. Sarah Joan Dudas. Matthew Angel Bernabi. Taylor Kettle. Justin Joseph Campbell. Victoria May Copenal. Connor Patrick Brady. Catherine Grace Martin. Michael D. Campanella III. Madison Lee McManus Davis. Bryce Matthew Williford. Cheryl Ann Stover. Justin Timothy Voss. Chelsea Marie Pastek. James Vincent Tricarico. Amanda Noella Pye. Jordy Adamar Tavares. Dakota Rose Rewall. Jack Robert Sikora. Alexis Marie Sarney. Joseph Alexander Rosa. Riddhi Sharma. Eric Ferdinand Schroeder II. Crystal Lynn McSherry. William Patrick Connors II. Kayla Marie Bacuzzo. Jason Philip Dietz. Christina Iris Ashiba. Kyle Daniel Gibney. Maria Rose Dory. Jared Scott Hansen. Daniela Marie Weber. Christopher Sean Holsley. Kaylee Nicole Van Wingerden. Luke Edward Lockburner. Tess Morgan Miller. Andrew W. Logsden. Haley Ashlyn Rose Stoll. Everett Mangano.
Looking good.
Callan Maria Smith. Daniel Patrick Shackleton. Alyssa Marie Pfeiffer. Brian Thomas Rast. Amy Tala Oliver. Ryan David Rigby. Annie Elizabeth Moore. Liam Michael Nelms. Vanessa Richella Valentine. Brendan Christopher Gillette. Samantha Elizabeth Giavoni. Jarrett Patrick Giaguzzi. Brianna Marie DeBella. Matthew Ryan Featherman. Gina Morella Healy. Dylan Thomas Bile. Bradley Ann Hankey. Peter Christopher Bork. Leah M. Incorvaya. Timothy Jordan Bladek. Kayla Elizabeth Kleinhans. Dominic Alfred Batty. Emily Laura Logsden. Thomas Richard Young. Elizabeth Ann Mackey. Leif Eric Swenson. Christine Mary Manzer. Landon Garrett Torpy. Kathleen Mary Marino. Blair Patrick Sullivan. Emanuela Maselli. Austin Lee Van Gordon. Nicole Elizabeth Harris. Caitlin Caroline Begraft. Hannah Marlene Becker. Ariel Emma Agati. Alexa Ray Pira. Alexa's sister Callie just returned from overseas. Emily Nye Jerger. Madison Lynn Mayu. Tiffany Pereira. Catherine Regina Ladding. Moaz Khamis Hassan. Madeline Rose McMullen. Jacob Ryan McMullen. Leah Teresa Santanastasa. Justin P. Modafferi. Alexis Elizabeth Santos. Nathan W. Schindler. Zoe H. Butler. Jack Thomas Slate. Dominique Noel Caruso. Shane Robert Smith. Samantha Maria Conway. Raymond Anthony Amato. Eliza Maria Delgado. Colin Robert Shotwell. Chiana Marie Roman. And as was mentioned previously, 2 members of our class who could not be with us tonight because they have already started their service to our country, Christopher Latirio and Paul Latirio.
Class of 2018, please move your tassels.
is coming into play. It's here and now today. This is the moment